Now, the centripetal acceleration vector AR, it is required for circular motion of a body. It is responsible. So its definition is, it is the acceleration acting on a particle directed towards center along the radius during UCM. So this is the acceleration directed towards center, and here the body perform UCM. This centripetal acceleration is given by vector AR is equal to minus omega square vector R. It is in vector form. Here negative sign indicates the direction of R is away from center and direction of AR towards center. So due to opposite direction, so there is negative sign. Again, that omega can be written as this form, V square upon R into R cap, where R cap is radius vector. It is unit vector of vector R. That is equal to minus vector omega cross V. The magnitude of AR is given by removing the negative sign only. So it is AR is equal to omega square R or V square upon R, or it is equal to V into omega R. This formula is useful to solve the sums. Now, the linear acceleration can be expressed in terms of radial and tangential components, which is given by vector A is equal to vector AR plus vector AT. Here vector AR is directed towards center and vector AT is along V. That is a tangent. So AT is equal to alpha cross R, AR is equal to omega cross V. This is expressed as by using two components. Now vector AR is this radial component, vector AT is this, it is tangential component. Putting these values in equation 1, we get this linear acceleration in terms of radial and tangential component. Now for UCM, omega is fixed, its value is constant. So that alpha, it is the derivative of omega, but derivative of constant term is always 0. So this derivative is 0, therefore alpha is 0. As alpha is 0, then we can put here alpha is 0. With this second term becomes 0. So A is equal to omega cross V, it remains, but omega cross V is AR. So A is equal to AR. It is for uniform circular motion. The magnitude of this linear acceleration, it is given by A is equal to root AR square plus AT square. Again it is used to solve the sums. Now see this carefully. Then this centripetal acceleration acting on this particle, which is responsible for the circular motion, but on that particle, if m is a mass and v is a tangential velocity, then the force is acting on this particle directed towards center. It is called as centripetal force. It is F suffix Cp. Now the centripetal force. And it is denoted by F suffix Cp. It is a vector. So it is the force acting on a particle directed towards center along the radius. This force in terms of vector by Newton's second law, it is equal to ma. But what is a? We can express this a in terms of omega. Here there is a negative sign because the force is directed towards center and radius is away from center, so there is a negative sign. But we can express this a as omega square r, vector r. So we can write that. So FCP is equal to minus m omega square r, as well as in terms of linear velocity it is minus mv square upon r into r cap. The magnitude of centripetal force is FCP is equal to mr omega square, or it is equal to mv square upon r. So this is the useful formula to solve this. Now this force, for that we can write certain points. First point is definition. Second point is it is a real force. Third is it is responsible for circular motion. Then fourth is it is exist in inertial as well as non-inertial. Frames of reference. This is the idea for centripetal force. Like the centripetal force, the another forces also exists there. That force is called as centrifugal force. Now see this first about centripetal force. Then another force is centrifugal. It is CFF, centrifugal force, and this is denoted by CF. Now this centripetal force is acting on this particle in this direction. That is F suffix CF. Direction of R and direction of F CF, they are same. So it is the force acting on a particle directed away from center. Along the radius. It is the force acting on a particle directed away. This is also due to centripetal acceleration. Now this FCF, it is again given by this, but there is a positive sign because both are in the same direction, R and CF. So we can put this value. So it is FCF is equal to this. Again here is positive sign. Then magnitude of this is same, like magnitude of centripetal force. Then there are some properties of that force, their characteristics. First one is a definition. Second, it is not real force. It is also called as pseudo. But not imaginary. Then in next one, it is the effect of circular motion. And these forces exist only in non-inertial frames of reference. So this is the information about centrifugal force. Now see this. Okay, these are the main factors which are required for circular motion as well as uniform circular motion. There is another non-uniform circular motion. In a non-uniform circular motion, what we can say? It is the motion in which the speed of a particle changes at every instant along the circumference. That is non-uniform circular motion.